Yo, what's up guys? This is Skate Tutors, and this is how to roll off curbs for beginners on a skateboard. And this is actually the first place I learned how to roll off a curb on a skateboard. It's right here off this little curb, and I'm gonna teach you guys how to roll off the same curb that I learned on when I was around your age. So when you learn how to ride off a curb, it's a monumental step in skateboarding, and it just opens up whole new chapters in your skateboarding career. When you're learning new tricks, you guys always remember to wear a helmet and pads. Yo guys, make sure you learn how to do your carving turns and your tacs before you learn how to ride off a curb. Also, if you want to check out a video on how to learn how to turn on a skateboard and how to do tacs, just click on the description below in this video. There'll be a link to that video and you can learn how to turn on a skateboard. First step is learning how to do a wheelie long enough over a crack. Here's a foot placement to learn this skill. Start off in a crack, push down the tail a little bit and bend your front knee up a little bit and then push back down. After you get comfortable with picking your front end up, try doing it over a crack. Just look ahead of the crack, start your wheelie and bend your knees, absorb that crack and then push down, lean forward. So when you're first learning your curb ollies, you always want to find a curb where you go down the first part of the curb and the front wheels hit and the bottom of the board doesn't hit the curb, like as you can see here, how it clears right here. And as you can keep going, the back wheels come off and then the tail won't even hit either. The majority of street curbs have a crack right before the curb, so you always have to absorb that when you're riding off the street curbs. All right, now you're ready just to ride off the curb without picking your front end up. So you do 1 or 2, 3 pushes, look at the end of the curb, and spot your landing. And then just ride off. Let the front end of the skateboard come down. The first 2 wheels will touch, absorb that. And then the back 2 wheels will come off. Bend your knees, absorb that, and just lean forward. And that'll be your first ride off without picking your front end up. All right, now you're ready to ride off the curb. Have confidence, do your pushes, get in your stance, start your wheelie, look at that edge of the curb, and then just push down, and then pop off, bend your knees, have your momentum going forward, and ride away clean. Learning how to ride off a curb, at any point when you're approaching the curb and you feel uneasy, just jump off your board and run off or stop the trick. Stay tuned till the end of this video, guys, for the awesome trick tip you can learn after learning how to roll off a curb. Make sure you guys hit the like button if you're getting value out of this video. If you have any questions on how to ride off a curb, just comment below and I'll try to answer your questions. So basically, as you approach the curb, you look at the edge of the curb and you get your feet ready to do a manual and you approach it and you pull up your front end, start your wheelie just enough to keep that front end up. And as your back wheels hit the crack, absorb that crack and then just push on the tail a little bit and don't hop off. This is where people usually hop off because they get scared, but you just want to absorb the wheels popping off the curb and just bend your knees and keep your momentum forward and really absorb that pop off the curb and almost kind of press down and forward and absorb that motion, absorb the landing, land on all 4 wheels and roll away clean. But as you approach the curb and you're pushing on the tail and you're pulling up on the front end, make sure you stay loose so you can absorb that popping off the curb feel, and then you can land on the board and absorb the landing, bend your knees, and ride away clean. If you go too slow riding off a curb, your tail's gonna scrape against the curb. Make sure you get enough speed so you can get that pop off the curb and land and ride away clean. You can see as like the board comes off the curb, it actually hits the curb. So you gotta make sure you pick it up enough or go fast enough where you're gonna absorb that. If not, you're gonna go a little slow, you're gonna hit that, you're gonna fly forward. Because a lot of times if you go too slow and you don't pull up, either you hit that part and you catch here, or you just lean forward right here and you catch right on the nose and you fly forward. So I love these little handicap things. If you don't have a curb, you can always find a little handicap thing. As long as there's not a big crack before it, you can actually go diagonally and ride off the side of this, and it almost is like a small little curb, and it gives you the same feeling of when you lift up the front end and pop off a curb. I'll show you right now. So you want to start on an angle, like a 45-degree angle. Aim your nose at it. One little push. Get ready for the tail to pick up and pop it off. All right, guys, make sure you follow these steps on how to roll off a curb. You'll be rolling off any curb ledge that you want. And if you guys want to see more beginner skateboarding tutorial videos, just click on one of the boxes on the screen and it'll take you there. All right, peace out, guys.